I'm Colette Freedman, and I'm going to talk to you about what it takes to write a short film script. Writing is not as daunting as you might think. So I'm going to just kind of tell you what I'm going to let you know in the next 10 minutes. Basically, what makes a short story, what the elements are that it should contain. I'm going to show you an example, a good example, a bad example. I'm going to help you decide what story to write and what the various genres are that you can choose from. So look, storytelling is everything from Star Wars to a fairy tale. It all has the same thing, and this is what it is, okay? A story recounts the struggle of a hero or heroine fighting an obstacle to achieve a goal, okay? So you create your hero or heroine, you create a great character, and they want something. If they get exactly what they want, you don't have a story. But if there's a great obstacle that they have to overcome various ways, then you're watching conflict, you're watching struggle, and you become invested as an audience member into the story. So there's one more thing, which is the bigger the obstacle, the more interesting the story. The better the goal, the more interesting the story. And the story doesn't begin until your audience can identify the hero, the obstacle, and the goal. Look, you guys are writing shorts. Don't spend 5 or 6 pages kind of building up to start your story. Let us know right away who your hero or heroine is, what their issue is, and what they want, because then we're immediately by page 1 or page 2 involved in your story. That's all it is. Character, goal, and the obstacle, which is stopping him or her. Okay, so what elements should a story contain? Characters. Okay, characters are so important, you guys. Don't just say a beautiful woman or a handsome man. Characters can be so much more interesting than that. Like a woman who chews gum so that she doesn't have to deal with her stress. A guy who's always scratching behind his ear because he's nervous. Think about character tics. Think about your teachers at school who are annoying, or that uncle who talks too much, or that weird neighbor lady who is obsessed with her cats. Those make super interesting characters. Then you have dialogue, which always should sound different. So the weird lady with the cat is going to sound a lot different than the talky McTalk uncle. So make sure that the characters sound different. And then it's action. It's what do these guys do? How do you keep a short story short? In screenwriting, the rule is it's 1 minute per page. So most shorts, I'd say, are between 7 and 15 pages. So that's 7 and 15 minutes. You'll know when a story is done, but I always say get in late and get out early. Here's a great example. I worked on the film Quality Problems, which is free. You can get it on Amazon.
I'm not actually all right. I happen to have cancer. Again, cancer.
I would like to move the surgery up.
Fine, let's do it.
Party. We can do both. We can do the surgery and the party.
And in a lot of great movies, people say movies within movies. So this is a scene which is about 17 minutes in. Drew, the lead in the movie, played by Doug Purdy, he needs to get a cake for his daughter's birthday. But the problem is he already gave up his place in line.
Do you want to go ahead of me?
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Go get that cake.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Get in
so
there.
much.
Yeah.
So he can't talk to the head fancy chef. So the scene starts with him sneaking into the back, and we establish with, beautiful shots of cakes, because you always want a great opening image. Think about that when you guys are writing your films, a great opening image. And then he goes, and his goal is obvious. He needs this cake. He wants this cake, or his wife is basically going to kill him. And the obstacle is that not only is Josh, the guy who he's supposed to talk to, not there, but the only person there is the sink washer who doesn't speak English.
Hello. Hi.
Hola.
Hola. Do you speak English? Español?
Sí, un poquito, sí.
Oh, je m'appelle, ¿cómo se llama? Drew.
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 Okay.
I want to order cake. Keiko.
Cake.
Keiko. Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz cumpleaños.
Ah, una torta para un cumpleaños.
Sí.
Sí, ¿se puede comprar la torta aquí en el negocio?
Perfect. Sounds great. I got it's like $20.
No, lo puedes pagar aquí en el negocio, si no, si quieres.
See, you
comprar la
just give it to them. Boss?
torta. No, esto es la cocina, el negocio es
I know it's
enfrente.
more. I know it's more.
No, esto es la cocina. Si quieres comprar una torta, tienes que ir al
I
enfrente.
know. You pay in full. See? Okay. Un momento.
Sí.
I come right back. Orale, hello. Más money, but for you, you like it?
Sí,
For you?
gracias.
Yeah. And cake. Torta, you say? See?
Sí, la torta,
Sí.
¿se puede comprar la torta aquí en el negocio?
Perfect. Para the Feliz Cumpleaños cake, my daughter, my niña, she's strong,
Sí, fuerte.
fuerte,
Sí.
but sweet. You know.
Dulce.
So,
Qué
John, para torta, no princesa. Everyone says for girls.
Princesa?
No princesa.
Princesa,
mala.
como es Frozen. Let it
Frozen,
go,
yeah.
let it go.
Sí, let it go, it's
Princesa,
bueno,
como
yeah.
princesa aquí, otro boca más alta.
Okay.
Sí, ahí se dice, bueno.
Yeah, something like that. But poquito princesa. Good princess like Amelia Earhart, Rosita Rivitar.
Ah, sí.
Sí. So no princess. A little bit princesa, a little bit pero.
¿Quieres un perro?
Princesa.
¿Tu niña es un poco princesa, un poco perro?
Sí. But and chocolate.
Ah, la torta de chocolate.
Yeah.
De un perrito.
Yeah, the torta. No, not my niña, es no perro.
Porque si no.
No, I know. So a torta with the perro,
Sí, el
and
negocio.
chocolate.
Un perro de chocolate en la
Yeah.
torta por la niña que es una princesa.
Sí. So easy. Gracias. Gracias. Is it okay? Okay. Thank you.
Hostia, qué idiota.
So that's a pretty big obstacle. So you watch as he navigates what he wants, trying to overcome this obstacle. First, he tries with money, with a bribe. Then he tries with humor. Then he tries with his very bad Spanish to try and get what he wants.
Cake. Keiko.
Then he offers him a drill.
For you.
So he's trying all these different things. And in the end, does he get what he wants? You're going to have to watch the film and see. He kind of does, but there's humor in it. And so you see the opening image is this great image of cakes, and the end image is Doug plays against this actor Alfred Molina, who you guys probably know as Doc Ock in Spider-Man.
We'll do it here. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
And it's just a look he kind of gives. I can't do it, but it's worth it just to see the button on this story. So that's a short film in itself, which happens to be in the movie Quality Problems. A bad example, and I love Saturday Night Live. I watch it religiously, but Saturday Night Live is skits, okay? They're aiming for the joke, so the characters aren't deep. The dialogue, sure, it's snappy and funny, but it's all like it's racing to the punchline.
But David Pumpkins? I mean, is he from something?
Yeah, like is he from a local commercial or?
Well, the scariest thing to the mind is the unknown. I'm David Pumpkins.
I know, but like, who are you?
I'm David Pumpkins, man.
So that's not a great short film because it's just joke oriented. So that's a good example and a bad example. How do you decide what story to write? Two things. One, write something you're passionate about. Honestly, if you're enthusiastic about it, if you care about it more than anything, the audience is going to care too. I only write what I feel very strongly about because you're going to be stuck with this for years, honestly. Like you write the film, then you make the film, then the film is on the film festival circuit. So really care about what you write because I promise that's going to bleed through the script into the audience's hearts. Oh, this is super important. You guys, reverse engineer it. Write about a location you know. So in the Quality Problem scene, the reason we wrote that scene is because we were friends with someone who owned a bakery. Okay, so if your mom owns a pizza parlor, or your dad owns a bowling alley, or your Uncle Al, has access to an ice skating rink, write it there because it's going to add enormous production value. Sure, you can write, in your backyard or in your living room, but if you have access to a really cool location, write your story about that. Okay, beginning, middle, and end, character who's looking for a goal and has an obstacle to beat, and set it in a super cool location. Okay, genres. There are 100 genres. They all work in short films. You can do horror. I've seen great horror shorts. If you write a drama, make the audience feel. If you do a comedy, make the audience laugh. I've seen great historical dramas, and it costs money because you're paying for, the wardrobe. But if that's the story you want to tell that story. You guys tell the story you want to tell. As far as the mechanics of writing, I prefer Final Draft. Most professionals do. There is free software, Celtx, CELTX, or Writer Duet are both free, and you can kind of feel what it's like. Screenplays are mostly white space, okay? It's a scene heading. So exterior, Colette's backyard, day. Colette, in a Prize Fest teal shirt and mustard-colored sweatshirt, sits on a swing and talks to the camera. Dialogue, Colette. Hey, Prize Fest writers, how are you doing? The birds chirp, silence. No response from her audience. Colette. Anyway, today we're going to talk about writing a play, or a film, or a TV show, or whatever. So it's basically characters, dialogue, and action under a scene heading. The best way, you guys, to learn about writing is to read scripts. If you go to imsdb.com, that's Internet Movie Script Database.com, there are thousands of scripts you can read. Just read scripts, and honestly, read a script and watch the film that you're reading, and you're gonna learn gobs. It's cheater's way of going to film school. You already have the cameras, you already have the inspiration, you're already involved in Prize Fest, so you're ahead of the game. That's it, you guys. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're a part of Film Prize. Just go out there and write. So many people talk about making movies and very few people actually do them. So this is the first step. Write about a character who has a goal and has to overcome an obstacle to get it, have a beginning, middle, and end, write in a cool location that you know, and just do it, okay? Viva la Prize Fest!